So big shout out. Much love, everyone. We're gonna get right into this. Let me we have Sunkiss with us as well. So salutes, much love.
Peace, everybody. Hi.
Much love, much love. So
Much
something
love.
happened today, and we definitely want to talk about it. And we got the video here, and we're gonna tell you guys the story. And I do give people a lot of slack. I know, being in these communities and what we deal with, and all the different people and what we do here. Um, you know, you know, a lot of things happen, and I cut people a lot of slack because being a content creator and dealing with people on panels and stuff, it's not easy. And there's a lot of moments that I regret, and a lot of things that happen that um, I take the blame for, even though I'm just here while it's happening. But a lot of things I should have done better acting on. And the thing is there's this specific vibe that happens sometimes. And what I'm doing is I'm just trying to be like you guys, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the host, but I just want to be the normal person, you know what I mean? But I need to step up to the plate as a host a lot more and be better at it. And I was actually going to tell you guys that on the next stream, you know what I mean? But we're doing it here with an example of something that happened with Z and Sunkissed over on OTW's channel. But after reviewing the last stream, I said enough's enough, you know what I mean? Enough's enough. When I get these vibes, I need to act on it. And I want to apologize to everyone in the community for some things that's happened that I shouldn't have let happen. So same thing happened over there with OTW, and but this was way worse than what I let happen. So anyway, we're gonna keep pushing. If you accept this behavior and you think it's okay what happened, I want you to unsubscribe and leave my channel. You know what I mean? But I'm not looking for people to hate somebody or unsubscribe from this, and you know what I mean? I'm not looking for that. I'm just saying, if you agree with this behavior, you need to go. I don't want you around. So anybody that does agree, I'm blocking you. And that's just the way it is, because I don't want people like that around me that's going to accept this behavior towards anybody.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Ian. And like you said, once again, we're here again.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Okay. So pretty much I got the notification. I missed OTW's last live, and I try my best to go and support the lives of people in the community. Anyway, so I jump on the live, I'm listening, and I know that they are OTW and Z are responding to a video with Jason SWARTZ. I don't know the background of the video. I don't know who Jason SWARTZ is. I see he was on the panel one time. He came over here, but I don't know anything about him. So I'm just listening. And as I'm listening, a few minutes in, I just start, instead of, whatever they were supposed to be addressing, I start hearing Z just start really talking about Jason SWARTZ's physical appearance. So that he begins to talk and clown this man on his physical appearance. He starts saying, "Oh, I see that you have a ring." Y'all will hear. So it started bothering me, and I was like, I said I usually say something in the chat. I said I'm not going to say anything. I said because this is making me uncomfortable. They're ragging on this man instead of addressing what this man is doing. And I get off, and then I come back, and then Z starts talking about this man's wife. Okay, that draws a line. You can say what you want to. If you have an issue about somebody, you should never bring somebody's family member, and you as a man should never bring somebody else's wife or their counterpart and start making fun and make inappropriate jokes about her being on her knees to another man, and her husband is there in listening to that. And I'm gonna say this, I don't know anything about them, but I'm the kind of person, I've been this way since I was a little girl. If I see something is wrong, or if I see somebody is bullying, or if I see somebody is picking on somebody, I'm gonna say something. And I would want somebody to say something to me. So after, I don't know how many times I heard this man talk about Jason's wife, who was not there to defend herself, which to me, it's a low blow. So I said, I think I'm gonna get off of here. And something inside me said, no, you know how you are. If you see something wrong, say something, because some people might not know. If they don't know, then how can you be upset with them? So I said, I asked OTW to drop the link. OTW dropped the link. So I got up there. This is how I was talking. I was like, hey, everybody, you know, whatever, you'll see. And I made a suggestion that maybe, I'm paraphrasing, I can't remember exactly what I said, that maybe the conversation would go a little bit better if we just lay off of talking about this man's wife who has nothing to do. He talked about the woman's curtains. He said the woman that Jason didn't even want to wear the chain he was wearing because his wife gave it to him. I'm like, what does that have to do with you explaining what he's talking about with religion? And as soon as I said, he took it a little bit. He's like, yeah, I might stop talking. And then he was like, no. And then he started popping off at the mouth at me, and I didn't come at him. And I just said, maybe we should not talk about this man wife. And then he started getting loud with me. And when you get loud with me and you disrespect me, I'm not going to sit back and allow you to do that.
So anyways, we're going to get into this. So anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in as usual. I don't like doing this. I want to be able to chill with all you guys and talk about all the things that we do. But at the same time, it's like, we can't let each other get away with this type of stuff. We need to call each other out. That's probably the most important. If I'm in some movement or a revolution or a protest, I'm not really paying attention to the enemy as much as the people around me. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really trying to watch. Because then you have people like this coming up and destroying your movement, these provocateur type stuff. And maybe he means well and all that stuff, but you guys be the judge. Let's get into this.
Ian, real fast. And I'm going to say this. Yes, they could be going at it, but the wisdom that he could spill in the bombs and the jewels that he could drop, somebody would be, and whether you care or not, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I wasn't trying to change anyone's tone. I gave a suggestion. He didn't have to take it. You didn't have to take it, but then you didn't have to get irate with me. You could really turn someone away. I mean, just by your point can just be missed just by something like that, which was unnecessary. And it's my opinion that it was unnecessary. And I don't care what point I came in. If I see something is wrong, I'm going to say something is wrong. And so I don't care who it is. And I don't care if you're a man, if you're a woman, two men, I'm going to say something. So anyway, I'm going to mute up and let it play.
Appreciate that. Oh, so what are we looking at here? OTW. Okay. This guy looks MK Ultra. Look at it. He's got that MK Ultra look on his face. Look at that. He's got that blanked out stare. That's not a Jesus stare, dude. That's like a help me get me out of this cult that I'm in stare. Sorry.
All right. Let's do that. Let's get him out of there, man. Let's help him.
Yeah. We're here to help you. What's this guy's name? Jason? Jason, I'm just looking at you before we're getting started, dude. You need help, and we're here to help you, man. Brother Z's here to help you, dude. You got that weird chain, like you got that, you got that French Canadian chain going there. I can tell. I mean, I'm a Guido Italian. I get the chain, but right away, dude, you got that I need help look in your face. Let's see if we can help this guy at TW.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay.
And what I was thinking is, let me think here. So let's just play the video. All right. And we'll pause it on the way. Because I'm not too sure if we're going to watch the whole thing. We'll probably zip through a few parts and get to the good parts. Right. That's my intention anyway. So let me try that right now.
Whatever you want to do. I don't know if I could listen to this guy just standing there in that kitchen. Does he stand in that kitchen for 2 hours and just talk with him?
Soul and the spirit is.
All right, good.
I just smashed in a few things.
He's got a wedding ring on. We know he's married. It's the first problem. I'm sorry, dude. We're going to help you, bro. We're going to get you out, man.
30 minutes
We're on a rescue mission, dude.
And I'm going to have to build.
I'm helping your video, Jason, because I can't imagine anybody would sit through this and fucking listen for 2 hours. I'm helping you out, Jason.
But I figured I'd share the start of this presentation with you. What about the spirit of
fast forward?
The spirit of this.
He does have a Fu Manchu thing going on under his bottom lip.
After the flood.
Why do you just leave that hair, dude? Why are you going with that Fu Manchu thing? Is that the look you really want?
Presentation that I just did in the last 30
You look like
minutes.
Anton LaVey with that Fu Manchu thing going under your lip, dude. That's weird. You're talking about Jesus. You look like Anton LaVey's fucking long lost
45-minute,
Canadian cousin.
Maximum 1 hour live stream. Just a brief introduction to what the soul is, as well as what the spirit is. So the family is about to come in through the door, so it might get
Right, so I'm just fast forwarding real quick because I want to get to the good parts, right?
Stuff. So.
Okay, so he's playing.
Now
this
let's
video.
hear what this chick has to say. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Witchcraft
this
killed
is
my
be good.
dad. Okay.
I was laughing at Access in the chat. The Jerry Springer of YouTube. Get out of here, bro. Why don't you address me like a man too instead of talking shit? You too, dude. Why don't you click the link and fucking come up here talking shit about me? Come on, dude.
That was
You
the
wonder
same
why I
thing.
call you out. I heard what you were saying last time, dude. Come on, dude. Man up and come up here and tell me how you feel about me. Don't be all fake around me. You know what I mean? Keep it 100 at all times. That's what I'm doing. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, people.
I can't believe I can't
That's
even
what I'm
like.
wondering. Hold on a second.
Jesus or something.
I got this, dude.
On, you know, as a front page.
That's exactly right, Rex. Your community is about differing beliefs coming together and respecting each other. The Z character was not like that. He is condescending to you if you feel differently on a topic. Yeah, for sure. And that's what it's about. I want all different beliefs to feel comfortable here and to share our ideas and be respectful. You know what I mean? That's what this is all about. And whatever anyone does over on their channel and that's fine. I'm not trying to control that and say they need to be a certain way. I'm just saying, okay, see you later. Just get out of my way. You know what I mean? I don't want that energy around. There we go. My bad.
Resulting in psychotic like.
There it is. This is what I want to freaking answer. Okay, this is it right here. Now I'm at the right spot. Right.
You skipped over an hour and 52 minutes of this rant. I didn't even get to hear what he had to say, but okay, we'll go here.
Spiritual.
We still have an hour left.
And it's like, oh, it's a process. Don't worry, you'll get through. It's your chakras aren't aligned and stuff. So, you know, the serpent is just working. You have to work.
Dude, he's got that creepiness to his voice. He's got that like creepy weirdness to his voice. Dude, I feel bad for you, Jason. Like you're trying to embrace some identity that's just like not yours, dude. This dude seems real authentic. He seems inauthentic, OTW. He seems insincere.
Like going shopping.
Like he's got that holier than thou vibe, dude. Guys like you do weird stuff, Jason, in the shadows, man. I feel bad. I feel bad for you, man. We're gonna help this guy, OTW. I feel bad for him.
May experience night terrors.
Okay, but
so far this doesn't sound. This sounds.
Wait a minute.
Borderline psychosis.
Borderline.
Just get the fuck out of the community. Leave the fucking channel. Go away. We don't need you. I don't. I'll come here with 0 people watching, no subscribers, and I'll be happy just speaking my mind. It's changed my life. So it's like you people that are talking shit or whatever, feel some way about me or whatever, just go away. Build your own community.
Chakras aren't aligned and stuff. So, you know, the serpent is just working. You have to work through it. So
shout out to Rick Beck.
Can you pause it for a second? That way I'm not talking over him. I just want to preface with the
listen, symptoms. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about it. Go ahead, man. But symptoms, right?
What I was going to say is
symptoms. Like
so right away. Listen. Right away, he's vilifying the serpent archetype. Okay, it's the first thing. Jason, let me tell you something. Okay, the archetype of the eagle, the Yahweh Father that you follow, that you think is the Father of Jesus. But I don't even want to go on that, Jason, because you probably know all that's bullshit anyway. You're right. I see that wedding, huh?
Here we go.
I see that wedding ring on your hand, Jason. So I'd imagine, Jason, you probably are married and you're probably in a Christian marriage. Okay. I'm just taking a guess, Jason, but I saw that wedding ring in your hand. I see where you're standing. I see that. I see the frilly curtain. what is that even called? It's not a curtain. The top part that goes in the window is whatever that is. Okay, so you're obviously married. Okay, he's in one of these Christian marriages, OTW. I could tell just by looking at him, dude. He doesn't even want to be wearing that chain around his neck. That's something his wife gave him for Christmas, so he has to fucking wear it. It's a shame. I could see, man. The only reason he retained that little piece of hair below his chin is because his wife doesn't like when his hair's facey. His face is hairy, so he had to maintain something. So he kept that little piece. That little tuft of hair underneath your bottom lip, dude, just reminds me of the small remnants left of your humanity. You're displaying the tiny remnants you have left of your manhood with that small little piece of facial hair that you have under your chin. That's just a display of the tiny little crumb of.
We'll wait for her to hop back on. But big shout out to everybody. Sorry we have to do this, but we got to protect the community. And there's a lot of other communities out there. Anyone can have their own channel, create their own community. If you know what I mean. So different people that's not vibing, I would just, you know what I mean, just leave. It's really easy. Okay, we're getting close to that part.
Of manhood that you still have left, that your wife has locked up next to your balls.
Let's stay to the subject, bro. You're crazy.
This is all part of the subject because here's what I'm trying to get at. I'll bring it back around. I'll land the plane. I'll land the plane here. This guy is talking stuff that he doesn't even believe. Your voice sounds very insincere, guy. I'm just telling you, like, I could barely listen to a word you said as you droned on about nothing, and now you're about to go on about more nothing. You know what I mean? That's where I want to take this guy because he doesn't believe the shit he's saying, dude. I could sit here and talk about the serpent archetype and the eagle archetype. I can talk about Yahweh, who he thinks is the father of Jesus. It is no way has any connection to him at all.
And just to put on record, like, I'm not for religion and stuff like that, but I know people that are, and that doesn't matter to me. From what I know, and OTW has been his good friend, so he must be a good guy for OTW to be friends with him that long personally. You know what I mean? He has to be a good guy. And from what I've seen, I get a good vibe from the guys.
Yahweh's actually the figure that Jesus was rebelling against, dude, in case you maybe didn't know that, okay? Why don't you read the Bible a little bit closer, man? Why don't you really read the words and stop going to that fucking stupid church you're going to with your wife? And you might want to keep an eye on your wife and that pastor, because when that wife goes and they're hanging out with the pastors.
Okay, here you go, guys. This is the part that.
Yeah.
Let's rewind 10 seconds. So listen up, guys. Wow.
You know what I mean? That's where I want to take this guy because he doesn't believe the shit he's saying, dude. I could sit here and talk about the serpent archetype and the eagle archetype. I can talk about.
And I know I've been in OTW's shoes a few times. I know how he feels right now. You know, you can see he's laughing, but you can see there's something behind it, and he doesn't like it. I know that vibe, bro. I know that vibe, and so I know exactly the shoes that you're in right now. You can see it on his face, what he's feeling. And he knows it's wrong. You know what I mean? He knows it. But, you know, sometimes you're in those vibes, you're petrified. Not in fear, but it's just this petrified vibe too. And it's like it's indescribable, but he knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure he knows exactly what I mean.
About Yahweh, who he thinks is the father of Jesus. It is no way has any connection to him at all. Yahweh's actually the figure that Jesus was rebelling against, dude, in case you maybe didn't know that, okay? Why don't you read the Bible a little bit closer, man? Why don't you really read the words and stop going to that fucking stupid church you're going to with your wife? And you might want to keep an eye on your wife and that pastor, because when that wife goes and they're hanging out with the pastors, you'd be surprised. They usually do a lot more than praying, but, well, she gets down on her knees, but she might not be praying. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying, okay? I don't even think you believe what you're saying here, but if you do believe it, let me give you an example of the serpent archetype and how serpent knowledge is.
See, for me, it's an automatic done, dude. This is cutthroat.
Be yourself. And then the part right here, because he says it a little bit more, totally inappropriate. What does his wife and a joke like that have to do with anything? And yes, you could say I don't have to listen. I don't have to listen. But when somebody is wrong, if I see somebody on the street corner or somebody bullying something in my real life and they say, well, you don't have to watch, I'm not just going to walk away. I'm going to say something. If I see a man I don't care how big he is, picking on a female, picking on a lady, picking on a kid, or vice versa, and nobody's saying anything and she's looking for help or she has no defense, you don't think I'm going to say something? You don't think I'm going to defend? I'm going to defend. That's part of the healing process. That's part of this war. Are you going to stand? Are you going to stand when nobody else stands? Are you going to stand in that integrity? Are you going to stand when nobody else stands? And when everybody else will talk about you or say things about you or do things to you that's not true. So I'm gonna stand. If he was if he was talking about a lady or talking to this lady on the street and I saw that, and if she was there, able to be there, I'm not gonna, and he was being whatever, and she's looking for help or looking for an ally, I'm not gonna walk away and not say anything. That's the problem. We turn our faces too many times to things that we know are wrong. And so we try to correct and we try to fix with love. And then when you if somebody comes at you with love and then you're met with aggression, you're showing me who you are. Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, you let them.
Over there, and much love. We'll continue the video. So this is where he starts talking about, yeah, we need this
reminds me of the small remnants left of your humanity. You're displaying the tiny remnants you have left of your manhood with that small little piece of facial hair that you have under your chin. That's just a display of the tiny little crumb of manhood that you still have left, that your wife has locked up next to your balls.
Let's stay to the subject, bro. Crazy.
This is all part of the subject, because here's what I'm trying to get at. I'll bring it back around. I'll land the plane. I'll land the plane here. This guy is talking stuff that he doesn't even believe. Your voice sounds very insincere, guy. I'm just telling you. Like, I could barely listen to a word you said as you droned on about nothing, and now you're about to go on about more nothing. You know what I mean? That's where I want to take this guy, because he doesn't believe the shit he's saying, dude. I can sit here and talk about the serpent archetype and the eagle archetype. I can talk about Yahweh, who he thinks is the father of Jesus. It is no way has any connection to him at all. Yahweh's actually the figure that Jesus was rebelling against, dude, in case you maybe didn't know that, okay? Why don't you read the Bible a little bit closer, man? Why don't you read the words? Stop going to that fucking stupid church you're going to with your wife. And you might want to keep an eye on your wife and that pastor, because when that wife goes and they're hanging out with the pastors, you'd be surprised. They usually do a lot more than praying, but, well, she gets down on her knees, but she might not be praying. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying, okay? I don't even think you believe what you're saying here, but if you do believe it, let me give you an example of the serpent archetype and how serpent knowledge has been repressed for thousands of years, dude. I can go into that, okay?
And we see what's going on here. And like, if this just happened, just a reaction to the video, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't even be saying anything, people. You know what I mean? It's what happens when some kids joined to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't be talking about his wife about this. And then what happened after. That's why, you know what I mean? Just so everybody knows, we're not there yet.
And you can even see, OTW, as he's continuously talking about this man and his wife. He's like, he's trying to, he's laughing, but he's like, let's stay on subject. Let's stay on topic. You know what I'm saying? So I can see.
Okay. You're believing in fantasies, dude. You're going to come on here and talk about people going through spiritual awakenings like you know what the fuck you're talking about. You're living in fantasy land, dude. And like I said, keep an eye on your wife when she goes to the pastor. Okay, go ahead, OTW. Let's continue with this guy.
Spiritual emergence. Sometimes it turns into an emergency. So you find it impossible, like going shopping, showering, cooking, keeping up with those.
What the fuck is he even talking about?
He's in the house. So everybody, hold on. I'm gonna put it back on. Just press.
Here's the thing, dude. He's just basically saying a bunch of normie stuff. He's basically saying, unless you're a normie, you're a fucking serpent Satan worshiper. He's just gonna list every normie thing in the world, and then say if you're not doing it, like if you don't go to sleep on time, if you can't keep up with everyday tasks of going to your job and your 9 to 5 and your slave job, it feels like your world is crumbling. Dude, if you don't think the world is crumbling right now, look around. You got the problem. You're living in fantasy, dude. This guy needs help. Jason, you need help, dude. You need help, bro. I feel bad for you, man. You're basically just going to try to tell everybody that you got to be a normie, and that you're basically, in your mind, dude, you think following Christ means you need to be a normie and follow some preacher or church, dude. If you really want to follow the words of Christ, open a Bible up and read it, because I guarantee you're not going to find any of those things in the church you're going to.
Z, so Jason wants to join the stream a little later.
Bring this guy on. He needs help. Bring him on. We'll help him. We'll help. We'll give him a real. We're gonna give him a real. We're gonna give him a real awakening. Jason, we're gonna give you a real. Look, even your fucking picture there looks MK Ultra. Jason, you look MK Ultra. I'm trying to help you, dude.
And at one point, even because I stepped off a little bit here, I'm listening to this for the first time because I was like, I don't want to, if this is what the stream is going to be about, then I was like, I don't want to be a part of it. But something told me to click back on. But even Jason in there was like, all you're doing, you're taking shots at my wife. You know what I'm saying? People were saying, there were other people in the chat that were kind of like, you're a little bit arrogant or, stuff like that. What does this have to do with the knowledge that you're trying to say is wrong or that you don't agree with? You hear somebody just talking mess about somebody else. There's a lack of self-love there. If you think that you have to turn to criticizing someone's physical appearance and you think it's funny, and then you start talking just like, people can be and do whatever they want to do, but that shows lack of self-love there. When you have to take it there, and are you really that you don't have anything to bring except for low blows to this woman and to this man? It's really kind of, and so I'm just saying, I didn't see this part. I stepped off again, and then I came back on, listened a little bit later, and then I was like, kind of going back and forth with myself. Should I get up there? I think I should get up there and say something, because I don't think that that's proper and it's right to be talking about somebody like that. So at this point, I was off. I clicked my phone off, and then I came back. And you're right, AK. That is very much so bullying. That's
very
what I teach my
bullyish.
children.
Very bullyish.
That is what a bully does. Instead of addressing, if you have a problem, you pick on someone, and then you pick on someone that can't defend themselves. So you start talking about them, you talk about their physical appearance, you talk about this and you talk about that. You don't know what that man's marriage is like. You don't know what that man's wife is like. He's probably, I'm not saying he is or he ain't, but he's probably so in love with his wife that you get that energy, and that probably makes you jealous. You know what I'm saying? So don't assume you know anything about somebody just because you were married and your marriage went sour. Okay? That man could be so in love with his wife and he's wearing that chain. Yeah, okay, he might not like it, but he loves his wife. I'm not saying that he likes it or he doesn't like it, but he loves his wife and he loves that divine counterpart, and he makes sacrifices and he appreciates the woman that she is. You know what I'm saying? So when you told me I was projecting, no, you're projecting. I saw a lot of projection of pain that maybe your ex-wife did to you. You told me I was projecting. No, I came up there and made a simple suggestion, and you would not get off this man's wife and what she was doing with.
He said, come on, speak with your guest towards the end of the stream. Bro, I ain't got all night to sit here, dude. What do you think? I'm going to sit here all fucking night and wait for you to go do your honeydew list? I know you got to run out. You got to go get, the kids, the wife didn't like the one kind of frozen pizza that you got. So you got to go get the other kind of frozen pizza because it didn't have the fucking gluten-free version. I know you got to run out and then whatever. And then when she's gone.
What does that have to do with anything? What does their relationship have to do with this? And even if that is true, she didn't like something. Okay, that's his wife, and that's her husband. That's between them. Totally projecting. I'm sorry, I missed that part.
It's not somebody I want to be connected with whatsoever.
No,
not somebody I want to be. And this is real shit to me. You know what I'm saying? After you see the situation, if you think it's okay, leave the channel, unsubscribe, and you will be blocked. You know what I mean? So don't be fake about it. We know really how you feel, and you can just kick rocks because this shit ain't cool at all.
She's gonna have her phone out. She's gonna be calling her fucking work husband, dude. She's got you running around. I feel bad for you, dude. You're completely MK Ultra. And OTW, I'm in no way projecting anything here. This is no way has anything to do with my past failed marriages. In no way. Of course, there's no projection here, Jason. But either way, dude, it's still gonna.
He said, we don't need to get Brian involved in this at all. Brian is very, very respectful, but he does go off when he's being disrespected. So do I. I go off all the time. And sometimes it might be about someone that's religious, this and that. I go off all the time too. You guys know me. I come here all the time and let you guys know things, and even talk about how I didn't like myself and the way I acted in all these times. I always come here and let you guys know. And I was going to do that recently and say I apologize to Singularity and Cage, because he went at them for really nothing, and I didn't stop it. Kind of like what OTW is going through right now, you know? And I just like kind of let it play out, and I wish I did, but I didn't. And so I apologize to them. I think it's my fault. I take complete blame, but it was still really a weird situation. And that's when I knew, I was like, there's too many red flags now. Too many red flags. And that was the other day. And then today and yesterday, I was telling people, like, just so you guys know you're out there. I said, I'm not going to name names because I don't want you to think a certain way about somebody, but somebody is really rubbing me the wrong way right now. And I think something's going to happen soon. I'm not going to say who his name is, but there's someone around that's not, you know what I mean? I can't really put into words, and bam, I knew. And then it all came together when this happened. It's crazy.
Gonna help you, man. You look MK Ultra. Jason, you're saying crazy stuff here. Jason, you're putting this on the internet, and you expect people to look at it. I'm talking to Jason now because he's listening. Shut this off. Shut this off, OTW. I'm talking.
Okay, so far, this doesn't sound. This sounds
all right.
Kildish, I'm talking to Jason because he's listening. Jason,
you got the floor. You got the floor.
Yeah. Jason, I'm reaching out to you here as one man to another, okay? Because you look like, you look like a straight guy, you don't have any. I mean, I know you sound like French Canadian, which kind of puts you behind the eight ball, when it comes to being straight and everything. But you sound straight, even though you're French Canadian. So I'll give you some credit. Sorry, OTW. Anyway, but
that's good.
You sound like you still got a pair of balls banging around under there. I'm really making an appeal to you, dude. You look like you're a fucking caged animal, man. I look at you. I see a guy in 20 years that has heart disease and cancer. You think your wife's gonna care when you fucking drop dead and she collects that huge pension and that life insurance, dude? You're busy following your wife. I don't even know that about you, and I know that about you, dude. You're really good. This is how you're gonna live your life, Jason. I know you're listening to me, Jason. This is how you're gonna live your life.
It's much more than just having a humorous way and just a different way of doing things on YouTube, and you know what I mean, and speaking out or whatever. It's not even that. It's like I see all the different perspectives, kind of a humor thing. He's more humorous and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. Not everybody's gonna move the same way you do, and have the same way about going about this, but something is just super just wrong with this. You know what I mean? It's just it's this much more than that.
OTW invited me on here. I didn't come on here. I was invited on here, and I'm glad he did it, Jason, because I may help you right here. I may help you because I feel bad for you, Jason. Jason, when you come on, when you come on the stream later, I know you're not going to be able to talk because your wife's probably monitoring every word you say, but just blink twice if you need help, Jason. Blink twice if you need help. I'll come help you.
I love you, Z. You're awesome, man. You're too funny, man. Let's just okay. You want to keep going with the video? Okay, hold on.
And I'm telling you, I've seen it a few. What if OTW actually came like, you know what? This is too much. This needs to stop. I bet you Z would have went up and left. He would have acted like you know what I mean, upset about it, because he was so long-winded in the last stream, and I was getting frustrated. And then I was like, okay, guys, you know what I mean? I've been saying 40 minutes left. Let's share the mic. And then there was 10 minutes left. I was like, he was really long-winded. I was like, okay, guys, there's only 10 minutes left in the stream. I went like that. And he's like, okay, I'm done. Bye. After we just spent 11 hours in a conversation, a great stream, it was like, because I'm trying to take control of the show and be the host and have a balanced conversation. And I was just like, okay, I'm done. Bye. And then when I saw that, I was like, wow, yeah, something.
Dude, All this stuff you're saying is whack, bro. You're straight whack. I'm just telling you, man. It's not going to be a good end for you, dude. This not. This little Christian going to church every Sunday with your wife, this isn't going to end well for you if your wife's like that, man. I thought your wife's supposed to be subservient, dude. I guarantee you she's got your balls in her purse and you're just listening to her, bro. I can just tell by looking at you, man. No,
Man,
dude. She has every hair follicle.
That's so disrespectful. And I'm going to say this, OTW, I have so much love for you. And I know I walked out abruptly, whatever, but I did that because I was like, there was no use in me continuing the conversation when all we were doing was yelling, and he wasn't going to back down, and I sure was not going to back down. So, but once again, he's talking about this man's wife and what he's making an assumption. And once again, he's talking over OTW. OTW, I'm seeing this because I didn't see this. Like I said, I bounced off. OTW is trying to get a word in edgewise, you know, but you're not respecting the host, you know.
Yeah, it happened to me many times.
He's trying to I'm seeing he's tried so many times to redirect the conversation. He wants to get back on topic and not, you know, I'm saying from what I see, talk about, you know, things that don't.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah, hit him,
Holy
OTW.
Shit.
I hit him hard enough. Hit
Psychotic,
this guy a little bit.
like,
He needs to hear your voice smacking him a little bit.
they
dude.
are psychotic.
Hey,
They
we are
believe at some
psychotic.
point
We
that you're the
are
reincarnation of an
psychotic.
enlightened
This
figure,
came out of your
like
mouth, Jason.
Jesus or
You literally called me psychotic, bro.
Yo, Unindoctrinated's here. Unindoctrinated, you hearing this fucking shit this guy, Ryan, yeah, you hearing this stuff this guy's talking about? He's crazy, dude. Jason, I feel,
Okay,
is it Jason or Jason? Is it S or Z? What's this fucking guy's name? Let me check. Is it Jason?
S.
He's French. All right, so he's just regular
Jason.
Jason. Let me speak to Jason gently. Like, you know, maybe if I just don't use such a harsh tone with him, it'll be like, he'll be more
I
receptive
don't know if
to
he's
it.
still
You know what I
here.
mean?
He might
You
not
know.
be here anymore.
Well, he'll watch this. He's obviously going to watch this. You know, him and his wife are going to be sitting watching on the couch next to each other. Going to be watching this. He's going to get in trouble for this video. That's the funny part. Jason, here you go, man. Let me tell you something.
Oh
dude.
my God, it's so forced. Shout out to Christos in the chat. Wow, so
And
awkward.
you keep bringing up his wife. Why are you worried about? Yeah, they're going to be sitting on the couch together. Oh well, if they're watching it together, it's projecting, and I'm sensing a little bit of haterade that you don't have nobody to sit on the couch with. That's what I'm getting. I didn't see this part. You just keep bringing it up. You know,
It's
sorry.
just very forced and keep digging and digging. It's like, we just continue the video. Let's talk about the knowledge. Let's debate
Exactly.
these specifics and say why you don't agree with his belief system.
You're living in a world that you don't want to. You're living in a mindset that's not good for you, Jason, because you know that this is bullshit, Jason. You know that every Sunday you go there, it's bullshit, but you're doing it anyway, man. That's how you want to live your life, homie G. You want to be sitting in the church every Sunday with that pastor up there? Like I said, you better watch your wife with that pastor. These wives that keep bringing you to church like this are on to the pastor, dude. What do you think these pastors are up to, Jason? Get a grip, bro. You go into that church every Sunday. It's not good for you, man. It's not good for your soul. You were talking about the soul and the spirit, man. You think that place is good for you, dude? Come on, man. You're a young man. You got children and stuff. You got to do better than what you're doing, man. That religion was given to, I'm just going to give it to him flat, OTW, and for anybody who's here.
Oh God.
That religion, Jason, was given to you as a complete control mechanism.
So they do have children.
Yeah.
You're sitting there talking and disrespecting not only a wife, but a mother. So I mean, in saying that she's doing, first of all, saying that she's creeping out on her a divine counterpart and saying that she's doing all these things, and that's the reason why she's going to church.
Doesn't need
All
to.
right,
Just like,
whatever.
what do you say? I'm curious about Z's background. Are those laminated menus on the wall? What's with the lighting? Is that room by design or is mother's sewing room? Okay, that's not even funny, whatever you just said. Okay. You're commenting on my background? Like,
There we
it's
go.
art. It's art, dude. It's art, man.
Wow, and you're commenting
see
on
this.
somebody else's wife.
Hi guys.
Your voice mixed up with that one. So hold on one second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So this is
You
you're
said-
fine. I just because it sounded like the same thing real quick, but yeah, go ahead.
No, he said you're commenting on my background, like you shouldn't be commenting on my background, but you're commenting on somebody else's wife. So
that's a fucking bomb drop right there.
Okay, that's not even funny. Whatever you just said. Okay. You're commenting on my background. Like it's art. It's art, dude. It's art, man.
Hi, Sunkiss.
hi guys.
Stuff, Sunkiss.
I just got on and I'm hearing this. I actually really don't even know what is going on or the background with what's going on. And I just hear, if y'all could fill me in
Jason
on
said
that.
he'll be on. He said he'll be on shortly. Look, he said I'm picking up the kids. Where's your wife, Jason? Is she at the job? You got to watch your wife around them bosses too. So now you got to watch the pastor and the boss, Jason. I feel bad for you, dude.
I think this is one reason why. I mean, I totally agree with, the Christian. You can't pin us as being evil or whatever because of what we believe or because of what we research and what we know. But the only thing I'm going to say, let's leave the wife out of this. I was a wife. We would be more effective approaching Jason and his whatever it is that I don't even know what is being said, but as a person who was a wife, let's leave those attacks. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave his wife alone. Because my mouth.
I'll take that under advisement. So I'm not going to make any promises, but because I respect and like you, I'll take that under advisement.
Okay, because
I can't make any promise. No, here's the thing, Sunkiss. I gotta speak. I gotta speak I gotta speak what I think. Here's the thing, because I think his wife's a root problem. If you want, I got this guy pinned because his wife is the one dragging him to this church. He didn't want to be there, Sunkiss. I know you don't want to. He didn't want to fucking. His wife is the one dragging him to this church. I could just tell. I've been that guy. You understand?
But you know what?
I've been him. I'm speaking.
People have made assumptions about me with my soon-to-be ex-husband and said that I'm responsible for things, and they have called me names.
All right.
His friends.
So you might be projecting a little bit here, Sunkiss. You might be projecting a little bit. You might be projecting a little bit, Sunkiss.
Wait, just a minute. I'm just coming from this lady that's not on here to defend herself as a female because my mouth was dropped open at she might be on her knees but not praying.
She might be. You don't have to watch me talk, Sunkiss. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, you don't have to watch me. I'm being serious. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm not going to censor myself for you or anybody. You understand? Sunkiss, I really respect you, but I'm not going to censor for you. I'm just not going to do that.
I'm not going there with you. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking as a viewer. Like, wow, why respond? I'm not saying anything that you're saying about the man. I'm just saying leave the man's wife out of it.
Well, I'm not going to, honestly.
I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you.
So if you can come up here and talk over me if you want, it's fine. We could just sit here and talk over each other. But I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, Sunkiss. I'm not going to really care what you tell me to say. You have to understand that. That's not going to happen ever. You have to understand that, Sunkiss. There's zero things that you're going to say that's going to change what I'm going to say. You understand? If I can't say it here, I'm going to say stuff other places.
I'm not trying to change.
I'm just telling you. No, you made your point. I'm not trying to change. I understand you're going all the time. You wanted to come on here and project all your stuff on everybody. I'm sure I'm projecting myself too.
I'm projecting myself. I'm just saying as you're projecting yourself.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't tell you how to speak. Sunkiss, have I ever told you how to speak? Sunkiss, have I ever told you how to speak? No, I haven't. Never told you how to speak one time, Sunkiss, have I? I've never told you one time how to speak, Sunkiss. I've never told you how to speak one time, Sunkiss. I've never told you one speak, Sunkiss. I've never told you one time how to speak, Sunkiss.
Okay, guys. All right, you gotta tone it down.
That's fine. I'm gone. You don't have to mute my mic. I'm gone. I came on here. I just said I'm gone. Thank you.
Y'all have a beautiful.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Sunkiss, you're always welcome. This is just got a little tense there for a minute there. It's all good. Everybody, everything's good. All right. So let's to the subject. Sorry about that, Z. Oh shit! Sorry, man. You're muted. I'm gonna unmute. Sorry, dude.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to.
Can I say something? And I take it back because I thought OT just muted my mic, so I take it back. Let me tell you. You see how he didn't like me talking over him, but he constantly talks over other people. I didn't tell him how to talk. I didn't tell him. I said, made a suggestion that maybe we should stick to the subject matter at hand. We're not going to get anywhere with egos this big. And, you know, people can agree with me or not. I'm not saying you have to agree with me. But what he was saying about that man's wife, and then told me I was projecting, and made it a point to say, hey, I'm not listening to you. I didn't tell him to listen to me. I just gave a suggestion, and then he began to get loud with me, so I got loud with him. He doesn't like when somebody is over talking him, but you're constantly over talking someone else. So I didn't come at you crazy. I try not to ever come at anyone crazy unless they come at me crazy. And so you were very disrespectful. You're not even with me. You were you for me, Sunkiss, personally, you showed me the kind of being that you are on the internal, and not the face that we see. If you could be that disrespectful and say those things about that man's wife, and then when somebody who was supposed to be on the same team come and say, hey, maybe we steer the conversation this way, because there are other viewers who are, who are female, or who may not be female, it makes them uncomfortable, then maybe I'm giving that suggestion. You don't have to take it. But for you show me how disrespectful you are. You show me that you want to have your words spoken and heard, but you don't want you.
No, it's not petty. Everyone's amped up, and some douchey behavior is getting whipped up into a bigger deal than it has to be. I'm out enjoying. No, I actually trust me. This is where it was headed. I've been feeling these vibes all along, people. I'm telling you. I've been letting people know too, and this proves my point. And I knew that we'll finish this. Rewind a little bit.
Got a little tense there for a minute there. It's all good. Everybody, everything's good. All right. So let's get back to the subject. Sorry about that, Z.
Sorry about that.
Oh shit. Sorry, man. You're muted. I'm gonna mute you. Sorry, dude.
Right. Sunkiss, I got no problems with you, Sunkiss, but if you're gonna get on here and try and tell me how to speak, yeah, I don't get on and tell you how to fucking speak. You understand? Not even once. All right. You're not gonna change what I say ever. Nobody is. I respect you, Sunkiss. You're not ever gonna tell me. I'm not ever gonna change the way I speak for anybody. I don't fucking care. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to speak the truth. If people want me on their platform, I'll come on their platform. I'm not here to do what you might think that I'm here to do, Sunkiss. You have to understand that. I hope you listen to this part, because I know you're pissed off. But I'm not. You can say whatever you want, Sunkiss, but you're not.
He's the one that's blowing it out of proportion, guys. He's the one that's taking, hey, maybe we shouldn't talk about this guy's wife that you know nothing about, and being super disrespectful. That's cool to you guys? That's petty. That's not petty to me. He's the one that's blowing this way out of proportion, and I'm just addressing it, saying this.
I talk about, and it's not petty to me. It's not petty to me to bring this up if I have the opportunity to address it. That was very disrespectful. If you think that that's okay, then that's fine. If you think that that's okay, and the way that he has spoken about this man's wife who's not there, if you think that that's okay, then you don't have to rock with me either. It's small things like that you have to pay attention to. It's small things like that let you know a person who they really are. So it's not petty. In my opinion, it's not petty.
Oh, you're fine.
That right there, you can't just make an assumption. You're not going to make an assumption about me, or you're going to say that I said something, or I'm trying to change you, when clearly all I did was say, stop talking about the man's wife.
Yeah, I mean, and if it just stopped there let's finish this.
The people who like the way I speak are the ones that will watch me and follow me. I'm not here to fucking speak the way you want me to speak, Sunkiss, or anybody else. You have to understand that, Sunkiss. All right? I understand you're going through a rough time, Sunkiss. I went through a divorce too. All right? I know it ain't easy. But don't fucking come up here and once ever think, I'm going to change the way I speak because you tell me to. You got to understand that. It's never going to happen. Ever.
So in other words, all we want to do is point out the fact that I have somebody who's making video and completely bashing everything that I believe in, and mostly what everybody else that follows my panel or the other panels that I've joined, including We Are Awake TV, and Sunkiss is a part of that panel, and she also has a very good view on things. And we're all friends, but I'm gonna have to agree with Zetetic, because if when you come on and you speak your voice, everyone lets you speak your voice. No one comes and this is how you speak or the way you present yourself and how and you understand. So I don't think that's right that you should come up here and tell Z that he's wrong for speaking his mind.
Ian, can we
I'm
please stop?
sorry,
Did
but
you
I
hear me
don't
say that
agree.
Ian, did you hear me say that Z, you are wrong? I said maybe we should stop talking about this man's wife and it would
Yeah.
have a better conversation. I never said that he was wrong. I never said that you should talk this way, OTW. I never said that. I'm going to say that. I didn't say that. And I don't say anything. Yes, you let me come on and you let me speak my truth, but I never said that. I never said that. I said maybe if we would stop talking about this man, and then you said, you right here, you just contradicted yourself to me, OTW. And I'm going to point this out. You said this man is bashing you and your truth, but it's okay for this man to bash this man's wife. You can't have it both ways. So your truth is more important than this man's wife, who is the mother of his children. Please answer me that. And you cannot tell me I came up there and said, you better stop speaking that way. You don't need, I said, maybe we should, the conversation, get it back to what the conversation is about. I never said, came up there in all commando and said that this is how it's supposed to be. I gave a suggestion.
Clear.